Good afternoon, everyone. I hope I'm audible to all of you. As you all know, we have started learning the night train at Deoli. We have started learning the lesson, and we have also discussed the first part of the lesson, the part when the writer has actually, gone to Deoli. Actually, he was going to Dehradun to his grandmother's place, and meanwhile, while he was traveling by train, uh, there was a station called Deoli where the train stopped, and stopped for 10 minutes, where he met a beautiful girl. Not exactly a beautiful girl, but a girl, because there is nowhere this description of the girl given that shows that she was very beautiful. Nowhere. Right? But yeah, she was a girl with very eloquent, very searching, and very uh, speaking eyes. So there was a girl that the writer met while going to the grandmother's place, and again while coming back from the grandmother's place, while he was going back to hostel for college studies, he again saw that girl, and there was so much of readiness in his heart, in his mind, to take the girl with him. Somehow he did not, and he went back to the college hostel. Then there were so many times that he remembered the girl. There were so many times that he thought of her that he decided to take her with him whenever he goes back to Deoli. So here is where I stopped in the last class. I think here in page number 3, last second passage. This time I did not forget her. She was with me for the remainder of the journey and for long after, and all that year she was a bright, living thing. And when the college term finished, I packed in haste and left for Dehra earlier than usual. My grandmother would be pleased at my eagerness to see her. Okay, so next time, for the whole year, I thought of her a lot and I remembered her a lot. And then I packed in haste because I just wanted to go and meet that girl, and I was so eager that it just came to my mind that my grandmother would be surprised that I was so eager to see her. Okay. I was nervous and anxious as the train drew into Deoli because I was wondering what I would say to the girl and what I should do. I was determined that I wouldn't stand helplessly before her, hardly able to speak or do anything about my feelings. Okay. So I was very nervous and a little anxious. Nervous because this was the teenage, and this must be the first time that he had so much of feeling for a girl. So he was nervous. There was always very small amount of time that he had to spend with that girl. So there was a lot of nervousness. There was a lot of anxiety to go and meet that girl because he just wanted to meet that girl. And again, this time he was very determined that this time I'm not going to stand helplessly before her. I'm going to go and meet her. I'm going to, tell her what I was feeling for her. Not, hardly able to speak or do anything about my feelings. I didn't want to be a person who is not able to express his feelings properly. Rather, I was determined enough that I'm going to show what is there in my mind for her. So with that determination, I was all prepared and I started going to Dehra. Next page. The train came to Deoli and I looked up and down the platform, but I could not see the girl anywhere. Okay. Uh, so the station came in haste and I was so anxious to find her that I started looking here and there to find that girl. See, we know that it's a small station. There is only one tea stall. There are very few people. It's the time of early morning, and there are hardly any sellers that are found at that station. So, with that anxiousness in my mind, with that nervousness in my mind, with that doubt whether I would find her again or not, because the entire year had passed. In a year's time, many things happen. So I may not find her. So I was so confused. The train came to Deoli and I looked up and down the platform, but I could not see the girl anywhere. I opened the door and stepped off the footboard. I was deeply disappointed and overcome by a sense of foreboding. I felt I had to do something, and so I ran up to the station master and said, "Do you know the girl who used to sell baskets here?" So because I did not find her anywhere, I opened the door of the compartment and I stepped off the footboard. I went to the platform and I didn't know what to do. I was so disappointed that this time, when I'm so determined to express my feelings for that girl, I'm so ready to show her how intensely I'm feeling for her. This time, I'm so ready to meet her. She's not there and I'm not able to find her. I felt I had to do something, and so I ran up to the station master. Okay, and I asked, "Do you know a girl who was selling baskets here?" "No, I don't," said the station master. "And you would rather get on the train if you don't want to be left behind." Okay. So the station master says, "No, I don't know who you are talking about, and please you better go on the train if you don't want to be left behind." So rather, the station master says that you should not waste time because we know the fact that the train waits at the station only for 10 minutes. So the station master, rather, who is busy doing his job, doing his work, he says that I don't know a basket seller here. So rather, I would suggest that you should get on the train because the train is about to leave the station. But I paced up and down the platform and stared over the railings at the station yard. But I paced up and down. I saw here and there. I looked here and there. I was searching for that girl and started over the railings at the station yard. All I saw was a mango tree and a dusty road leading into the jungle. We know that Deoli was a station where there was nothing but the station had only one way, and that way led to the jungle, and I could see that. Where did the road go? The train was moving out of the station, and I had to run up the platform and jump for the door of my compartment. So, because the train was leaving the station, I had to run and get into my compartment. Then, as the train gathered speed and rushed through the forest, I sat brooding in front of the window. Now, as the train gathered speed, that means the train became faster and rushed through the forest. And as it was passing from the forest through the forest, I sat brooding in front of the window, brooding, thinking, in the deep thought. I sat in front of the window. What could I do about finding a girl I had seen only twice, who had hardly spoken to me and about whom I knew nothing, absolutely nothing, but for whom I felt a tenderness and responsibility that I had never felt before? So, what should I do? I mean, this is a feeling, this is an emotion that cannot be given proper wording even, because this is just a girl, an unknown, a stranger girl whom I don't know, and I have not even spoken to her properly, and I have just met her twice, both the times hardly for 10 minutes, and I knew nothing about her, absolutely nothing. And still, there was a lot of feeling in my heart for her. There was a lot of tenderness in my heart for her. There was a lot of responsibility in my heart that I did not talk with her, and now it is my responsibility to, uh, tell her to come with me. But this was the, state of my mind, and there was a lot of disappointment in my mind, maybe because I could not meet her this time. My grandmother was not pleased with my visit after all because I didn't stay at her place more than a couple of weeks. So this time, when I went to my grandmother's place, my grandmother was not very happy because I did not stop there for long. I waited for only a couple of weeks. I felt restless and ill at ease. I was very restless. I was not happy. There was a lot of anxiousness. There was a lot of anxiety, and I was not happy, I can say. I felt restless and ill at ease, so I took the train back to the place, meaning to ask further questions of the station master at Deol. So I thought of just getting this last opportunity to again go and find that girl. So I again took the train back to the plains, and again I went to the station of Deoli. But at Deoli, there was a new station master. The previous man had been transferred to another post within the past week. Now, this is again a matter of disappointment. Earlier, when I went to meet the station master, at least that was the station master who was an old one. So that man at least had a chance of knowing that girl. But now, for the second time, for the second time when I went to the station of Deoli to just make an inquiry about the girl, I came to know that there was a new station master, and this new station master, the old station master was actually transferred to some another place. The new man didn't know anything about the girl who sold baskets. I found the owner of the tea stall, a small, shriveled up man, wearing grassy, wearing greasy clothes, and asked him if he knew anything about the girl with the basket. So shriveled up means a small man, a very small man. The man whose height was very less, a shriveled up man, and a greasy clothes means the clothes were also not very up. He was not an up to date man. Clothes were a little greasy, dirty, and asked him if he knew anything about the girl with the basket. So there was only one link for me, that person who was standing at the tea stall. So I went to ask him, and this was a very small and a very unnoticed kind of person. So what he said, yes, there was such a girl here. I remember quite well, he said. So this man knew the girl. So what he said, yes, there was a girl, and I knew her quite well. But she has stopped coming now, he said. But now she doesn't come. Why? I asked. What happened to her? How should I know? Said the man. She was nothing to me. Yeah, there was a girl who used to come here and sell baskets, but now she doesn't come anymore. And the the writer says, now why doesn't he come? So that man says, how would I know? He was nothing to me. And once again, I had to run for the train. As the early platform receded, I decided that one day I would have to break journey there, spend a day in the town, make inquiries, and find the girl who had stolen my heart with nothing but a look from her dark, impatient eyes. So, with that disappointment again, I left the station with that feeling in my mind that one day again I'm going to break my journey there, and I'm going to spend an entire day in the town, and I'm going to make inquiries, I'm going to ask questions to people and find that girl who had stolen my heart. In those two small meetings, she had actually stolen my heart with nothing but a look from her dark, impatient eyes. Okay. So with this thought, I consoled myself throughout my last term in college. So now it was the last year for me in the college. This must be the third year. So I went to Dehra again in the summer, and when in the early hours of the morning, the night train drew into Deoli station, I looked up and down the platform for signs of the girl, knowing I wouldn't find her, but hoping just the same. Somehow I couldn't bring myself to break journey at Deoli and spend a day there. If it was all fiction or a film, I reflected, I would have got down and cleaned up the mystery and reached a suitable ending for the whole thing. I think I was afraid to do this. I was afraid of discovering what really happened to the girl. Perhaps she was no longer in Deoli. Perhaps she was married. Perhaps she had fallen ill. And then dot dot dot. I don't know what would have happened to her. So, this thought had come to his mind earlier, that one day I'm going to spend an entire day over there. And I'm going to make inquiries. I'm going to ask questions to people and find out about the girl. But now he says that I didn't have that daring to do so. And in bracket, he says that if it was a fiction or a film, I would have gone and I would have found out about the girl. But then the reality might be so, difficult for me to digest, because perhaps she might have fallen ill, perhaps something might have happened to her, perhaps she must have got married, perhaps. So there are so many negative, I mean, not exactly negative, but there are so many things that might have happened to her, and that would actually break my heart even more. And I was not ready for that. I was not ready to accept the reality in that form. So I didn't go anywhere. I didn't make inquiries any longer, anymore, sorry. In the last few years, I have passed through Deoli many times. And I always look out of the carriage window, half expecting to see the same unchanged face smiling up at me. So now just try and put yourself into the place of this narrator who all every time he goes and he's passing from that station, this face of this girl, the face of this girl, this basket seller comes to his mind, and those eyes that were actually leading to some story. There were so many things that were not spoken by those eyes, and those unsaid things uh, always came to his mind. So try and understand what kind of emotions the writer must be feeling whenever he was passing from the station of Deoli. I wonder what happens in Deoli behind the station walls, but I will never break my journey here. It may spoil my game. I prefer to keep hoping and dreaming and looking out of the window up and down the lonely platform, waiting for the girl with the basket. So I don't want to go and find out the reality about the girl, because then I will know the truth. And I don't want to know the truth, because that knowing the truth might, actually close the doors of the dream that is there in my mind. I have always got this hope, this dream that someday I will meet the girl. So I'll not go to the town of Deoli and find out about the girl. I will always keep this thing, this door, kind of full of hope, full of dreams, open for me. I never break my journey at Deoli, but I pass through as often as I can. I never break my journey. I never stop midway. I mean, I never stop at the station of Deoli, but I pass through as often as I can. I mean, I always take the road that has the station of Deoli in the way, but I would not visit the town. Okay, so it is here that the story ends, and what we learn from the story is just about an incident that the writer had once. It is a story of adolescent infatuation presented with great sensitivity. It expresses the narrator's attraction for a poor basket seller whom he comes across at a small station while on his way to Dehra. The narrator is in his late teens when he travels by train from Delhi to Dehra every summer to spend the vacation with his grandmother. On the way to Dehra, the train stops at a small village called Deoli. The narrator meets a young and attractive girl who sells baskets on the station platform. He is instantly interested and buys the basket from her. On his subsequent visits, he is bolder and strikes up a conversation with her, but every time he has to rush back into the train so that he does not miss it. He makes plans to take her with him, carried away by his youthful and romantic imagination. The next time, however, he does not see her, and he is unable to find out her whereabouts despite inquiring at the station. He meets the girl only twice, never to see her again, but she remains in his memory for a long time. So it is here that in the last two minutes, I read about the story from your textbook. So this is a kind of summary of your textbook. What was the incident that the writer actually here narrates? One more thing, you will be asked long questions from this story, not short notes. In some class, I have given short notes, but you will not be asked short notes from this story. You will have to write long answers, long questions. What kind of long questions can be asked to you? I'll be telling you. So those who have written the long questions, uh, it is fine. But those who have not written, for them, I'm going to give the long questions again. First question. So this is the long question. The question will be of 12 marks. Okay, so the first question, comment on Ruskin Bond's visit. Comment on Ruskin Bond's visit to the station of Deoli, and and his emotional journey, his emotional journey during during the visit, and his emotional journey during the visit. Second, enumerate the narrators, enumerate, E capital, enumerate the narrators, the narrators, adolescent, adolescent, infatuation, infatuation, as depicted, as depicted in, into inverted comma, the night train at Deoli, the night train at Deoli, inverted comma over, and try to bring out, and try to bring out the sensitivity with which, the sensitivity with which Ruskin Bond, Ruskin Bond has tried to justify, has tried to justify the emotional angle, the emotional angle. Okay. Uh, you can also be asked, okay, so these were some of the long questions that can be asked to you. In the answer of these long questions, you firstly have to, give a summary of the story, what happened. You have to describe the entire incident, the incident of the narrator visiting his grandmother's place, and on his way he meets this girl at the station of Deoli, and then he meets her again, and then there was a lot of feeling and emotion in his mind, in his heart, and he wanted to meet the girl again but he could not. Why he didn't meet her, all these things you have to describe the incident, and then you have to comment on the infatuation that the writer must be having for the girl. So this, try and understand, the writer was in his teenage, so he was, so this was the first incident that he must have come across a girl who was not maybe very beautiful, but who had eyes that were so searching, so eloquent, so much speaking, that those eyes actually stole his heart, and he could not forget the girl for the rest of his life. And always, every time he passed from the station of Zehra, he thought of looking for that girl. He thought that perhaps he might come across that girl again. Okay, so that is how you have to write the long answer. You all should try to write the long answer. Uh, If you cannot, you can tell me. I will dictate you an answer. Okay, from this you can also be asked MCQs. So what are the MCQs? First, Ruskin Bond received the Sahitya Academy Award for his book. Then there are four options, A, B, C, D. A is The Night Train at Deoli. B is Padma Shri. C is The Room on the Roof. And D is Our Trees still grow in Dehra. So the correct answer would be D. Our trees still grow in Dehra. Second, where did the narrator's grandmother live? Dehra. Where was Deoli? 30 miles from Dehra. Who was the girl that the narrator met in Deoli station? A basket seller. What impulse did the narrator feel when he met the girl the second time? To take her with him to Delhi. Why did the narrator rush to Dehra when his college term finished? He was eager to meet the girl again. The narrator's grandmother was not pleased with his visit because he did not stay at her place more than a few weeks. On his way back to the plane, the narrator got to know what the basket seller had stopped coming to the station from: a man who ran a tea stall. Why didn't the narrator stop over in Deoli? Answer: he was afraid to find out what really happened to the girl. What what does the narrator do whenever he passes through Deoli? He looks out of the window for the basket seller. Okay. So he didn't want to go and find out what had happened to the girl because he always wanted to keep his heart full of the dream and the hope that someday, one day, he would meet the girl again. Okay. So with that, I am completing this story today, and in the next class we'll be learning the next lesson or poem. Thank you.